Hey guys! I'm so excited. This is my first ever YouTube tutorial or video at all. And I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day look, And it's going to be a voiceover, so let's go ahead and get with the video. So first I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in dark brown. I always start in the middle of my brow and then work my way towards the end. I never really start in the beginning just because me personally, in my own opinion, I like to not really put product there just so it's not too much. I kind of like the fading type of look. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And I don't like to put a lot of pressure when doing my eyebrows. I use a very light hand. That way I can kind of have more control on how much product goes where. And it's a lot easier for me. So now when I conceal, I just start kind of towards the bottom, a lot lower than where I want the line to be. That way I have more control. Because sometimes I'll put too much product on the brush, and if I start exactly where I want it to start, it might be too messy, or I might mess up, and it's kind of hard to go back. So I like to start from the bottom and just work my way up. That way I can kind of have more control, like I said, and then create the line. I feel like my brow routine always kind of changes throughout the years. I used to like my brows before, but I don't know if you guys have ever had this kind of story, but once you get your brows waxed by the wrong person, it's over and they ruin everything. So now I'm kind of just working with it. So the palette I'm going to be using today is the James Charles palette from Morphe. It's one of my faves. I'm going to be showing you guys all the colors that I'm using. It's basically going to be the last 6 colors that I show you right there with all the pinks and the purples. I'm just going to be placing the darkest pink all over my lid. With the next color, I like to, blend out the edges. That way it's not so harsh, and I like to go in with the lighter color, and that's what I'm about to do. So then I'm going to be taking the hot pink, and I'm going to be placing that all over the edges just to kind of buff out and blend all that together. So next, I'm going to be using the bright red, and I'm going to be putting that all over the crease, and I'm going to be using the small detailed brush. And with the darkest purple from the James Charles palette, I'm going to be using that to darken out the outer corner and give it that smoky effect. So now time to cut the crease. My method, just kind of like the concealing my brows one, I always start towards the bottom, work my way up, and create my own shape. Me personally, I have small eyes, so I like to create the illusion that I have a bigger eyelid space. So I do go a lot above where my normal crease is, and that's just how I do it. There's different methods to cutting your crease, but that's just how I do it personally. And there's ways you can also do it. Some people put the product onto their lid, look up, and then that's kind of where you find your crease, and you can start from there. That's just how I do it. So then after we cut the crease, I'm going to go back into the James Charles palette and use the lightest purple. And then I'm going to be taking that and blending it in with the dark purple towards the end, just so it can give a nice blending effect. Then after the light purple, I'm going to go back into the James Charles palette and use the bright orange and make that more towards the middle of the lid and blend that in with the light purple. So now getting ready for my favorite part, which is the glitter. So then I'm just putting glue just to kind of hold the glitter. So then I start patting the glitter on, which is from Beauty Creations. It's a really pretty pink. And I leave room so you can be able to see the orange and the purple towards the end. And I just pat that on all over the front of the lid. This is another reason why I started with my eyes first before foundation, because loose glitter does have a lot of fallout, and once it falls out all over your foundation, it's a wrap. So I already applied my black liner from NYX. It's just a matte liquid liner. Then I use a black shadow just to kind of smoke that out and blend it in with the dark purple so it gives a nice smoky effect. So now we're ready for foundation. Hey. I need to knock it off. Okay, so then I'm going to apply all this foundation all over my face, and it is the Born This Way foundation. I'm in the color Porcelain. So I like to apply this foundation all over my face. This is my favorite foundation so far. And this sponge, you guys, so bomb. I got it from Walmart. It's the e.l.f. sponge. And the texture of it is literally something I've never really used before. And it blends your foundation out so good. So next I'm going to be using the Maybelline Multi-Use Foundation Stick. It is in the color Coconut. And I'm just going to be putting the lines of where I want everything to be contoured. I start on my forehead, my cheeks, my nose, And I also like to do the jawline because, hunty, ain't nobody trying to see my double chin over here, you know? So we gotta cover that up. Then I'm going to be taking the Real Techniques brush, and I believe this is a foundation brush. I like to blend everything out. The nose right now is going to start looking a little crazy because it's going to be all brown, but once you conceal in all the places you need to conceal, everything's going to come together, I promise. And after we're done blending out that cream contour, now we're going to conceal. And let me tell you guys something. This Juvia's Place Concealer is so bomb, and they've been killing with all of their products lately. The only thing I have not tried is their foundation sticks or their regular foundation, but I heard those are so amazing, so I can't wait. But this one's in the color 16, and so I start off with concealing under the eyes, the forehead, under the chin, and down the nose. And I'm blending this out with the sponge from e.l.f., which is amazing again. So, and also this concealer blends so good. It does not dry too quick, and it's good coverage, really good coverage. By the way, I'm so freaking excited that I'm literally starting this whole YouTube thing. Like, I really want to get to know you guys. I want you guys to get to know me. It's just so fun to me. And if you know me, you know I love talking. Like, I talk so much. I bet you my friends are right now watching this.
Like, say a lot for the people in the back, sis. We know that.
So you guys are going to get to know me as the time goes. But for now, now I'm going to be going back in with that brush, and any color that I kind of lost with the contour and the concealing process, I kind of like to just add that back, buff everything in so there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going to be going into this Bomb Juvia's Place setting powder. And this is the banana looking color. I cannot pronounce it, you guys. I will leave it under the description box. But I like to set under my eyes, and this powder is so good. It may be a little too yellow for certain people, but they have 3 different shades, so you can always pick your own. So now I'm going to be going into the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I'm going to be taking a big fluffy brush just to bronze the rest of my face. I love bronzing and contouring my face just so it can add the color back, because sometimes when you conceal, add the powder, it kind of washes the color out. So I love looking bronzed and adding the color back. Is anyone else obsessed with TikTok right now? Because my sister put me on, and I swear to you, I'll be up at 4 in the morning cracking up. This one video where the girl's like, when bae tickles you. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. But she's like, babe, stop. Babe, stop. I said stop. Like, if that ain't me, then I don't know what is.
So now I'm going in to contour with my face. Contour with my face.
I'm so dead. Okay, so now I'm gonna contour my face with this Maybelline City bronzer. I believe it's in the color 300. I believe it's their darkest shade. So yeah, I just like to put that all the places where I bronze, just to add more color, bring more depth to the face.
The girl sculpted and slim Jim, you know, shit. So yeah, I like to look all slim, because you know I really ain't. But we like to give that illusion, because that's what makeup does. But yes, I'm going to be doing that.
So now after I bronze and, you know, get everything warmed up, I like to contour my nose. Everyone has different methods of contouring their nose, but me, I have in my opinion, a huge nose. So I like to contour that baby down. I like to start towards the middle, upwards, and I like to blend into the eyeshadow just so it kind of blends nice and doesn't look like just like 2 straight lines. But throughout the process, you know, it's a lot of blending, and you don't want it to look too harsh. I do like to make the button nose effect, and it shortens your nose and makes it look real cute. Now, after we did that, I do like to bake on the sides of my nose, down the bridge of my nose. I do like to bake around my nose. Some people don't, but me, I do, because that's where I get the most oiliest throughout the day, is around my nose. So yeah, I like to do that. I also like to cut the contour and bronzer with some powder, just so it doesn't look too muddy towards the bottom and just looks like a nice line. Now I'm going back in with the Bright Hot Pink from the James Charles palette and just smoking out the lash line on the bottom. I'm going to go in with a smaller detailed brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to be grabbing the dark purple and just adding that closer to the lash line. Now I'm going to be going in with the ColourPop blush. It is the Super Shock Cheek. in the color Drop of a Hat, and I'm going to be applying that all over the apples of my cheek. Now getting ready for the lashes, I'm just going to be applying some mascara. I already curled the lashes, now applying the mascara. This is a Tarte mascara. I think it's called Big Ego. After doing that, I'm going to go in with my Jaclyn Hill palette, and as you can see, that shade is my favorite inner corner highlight shade. You have to like dig it out. And I spray it with some setting spray, and look at how bright that is. It's so bomb. And so I'm just going to be applying that right there. It just gives you, for me, inner corner highlight is just like, I have to have it. It just makes your eyes pop to it, you know, like it just makes all your eyeshadow stand out. So now for my favorite part, we're gonna get into lashes, sis. So we're getting into lashes, and I literally hate myself for not having the box for this and showing you guys the name. But let me tell you, they're from Red Rose Lashes. This lash brand is so bomb, sis. So bomb. And I don't know what the name of these lashes are, and I'm so sorry. I can try to say it's Serena, but I'm not sure. But just know that whichever one you pick from their lash brand, they're so bomb. And so I learned this new trick, or I heard about it, to put the lash glue on the lash line instead of applying it to your lashes. So I wanted to try it. This was my first time trying it, and let me tell you, my lashes stuck all day. I think this is going to be my new way of putting lashes on, for reals. Am I the only one that thinks lashes literally complete the whole entire look? Without lashes, I would be nothing.
Like, seriously, after I put lashes on, look at me, feeling myself already. I better stop, better knock it off. I'm not even that cute. Yo, so while I'm editing this, I'm like looking through this, right? Look at me, trying to look at myself because you think I'm all cute. And then look at it right here. Look. Like, what is that?
Alright, so anyways, now I'm just applying some regular black liner over my lash line so you can't really see nothing, and just hiding all the dried up glue, like if you were able to see through it or anything. You don't need nobody trying to come for you, like,
What is that?
like, that happened to me before at work. Some girl was like,
you should start applying black liner to your lash line because you can see this and you can see that. Like, girl, I didn't have time, okay?
so now I'm going to be using my setting spray. It's the All Nighter setting spray by Urban Decay. Just going to drench myself in that. And then I'm just going to use my little fan. And my ass really thought I was done with this look. Look, I get all like, oh, bitch. I forgot my highlighter. Heck no.
So this highlighter I actually got from one of my good friends, Jocelyn. Hey, girl. She got this for me for my birthday. How sweet.
And this is the Wet n Wild highlighter in Golden Flower Crown. So I'm just going to be applying that to the tops of my cheeks, on my nose. I also do a little bit on my forehead by the eyebrows. And yeah, and this part was before I applied the highlight, so I was just trying to show you the eyes. So that's why you can't really tell that there's any highlight on me. And this right here is the Milani lip pencil in the color number 9. It is my fave, one of my faves. And I'm just going to be lining my lips. I do like to go a little bit over the line just to give that effect that they're more full, you know. Oh my goodness, that's the end of it. My first YouTube tutorial. I made it through. Oh my goodness, I almost had a heart attack. I was getting so nervous, but I hope you guys liked it. And if you guys have any comments, want to show love, go into the comment section. Make sure you subscribe, do all that, and I'll see y'all in the next video.